Stimulus check success odds. What is the likelihood that that $1,200 stimulus check is actually going to get passed? So over this past Friday, we heard some pretty big news with the House actually passing the HEROES Act. Now, although this sounds really good and a lot of news media articles can hype this up being like, all right, this is the best thing ever, keep in mind it still needs to get passed through a couple more entities. Just because it gets passed in the House doesn't mean it's also going to get enacted. It needs to go through the House, then through the Senate, and then our boy Donnie needs to add a little MJ on that. So, there's still a lot of things that needs to happen in order for this to go through. But as time progresses, I feel like we are seeing a better chance of this actually going through. And here's my reason why. Now, to put things in the perspective of the way the last CARES Act was actually passed, we're seeing a lot of similarities within this HEROES Act and the CARES Act. One is going to be the cost of this bill. They're roughly around in the same ballpark area. We're not seeing a huge, tremendous jump in one thing or another. And on top of that, this new stimulus check is the same exact amount as our old one. And knowing information like that, we should have more confidence in knowing that if things happened before in the past and our circumstances really haven't changed too much now, there isn't any real negative reason on why they would actually not approve something like this. I have it written down like on my little notepad right here. Just pretty much the process. We got the House, okay? House checked off. We got the Senate on here next. The rumor is the Senate is going to shoot it down. If the Senate does happen to say yes, the rumor is that President Trump isn't going to sign off on it. They're saying it's going to be
dead on arrival.
That's like what everyone keeps saying, dead on arrival. I get it, DOA. Okay, dead on arrival. We all learned a new term, dead on arrivals. It's a dead on arrival thing. And, if this little graph thing that I got pushed out here doesn't happen, it would actually just go back in a circle. They would make their revisions and then move forward. Now, the other theory that a lot of people are suggesting may be happening is that the government is doing this on purpose, where they made this bill 1,800 pages, ridiculously long, more than necessary, in order for them to go through the process. Instead of doing this, going straight forward and having the yes or no, they're going through the process and they're going to go in circles until time probably passes by where they start opening up the economy and they look and say, oh, maybe we don't need any more stimulus. Maybe we don't have to put ourselves in another $2-3 trillion worth of debt. Maybe we can just put that aside. So that's the theory right there, that everyone is creating this imaginary fight in order for them to prolong this and see the effects of their last stimulus with the CARES Act and to figure out what to do from there. It's really hard to gauge whether or not who is right and who is wrong in this type of situation. But the main question that I know a lot of you guys will probably care about, what is the percentage, what is the likelihood that something like this would pass? And in my opinion, if I were to give a random number out here, in my expert opinion, which I'm definitely not an expert in anything in, so pretty much an amateur opinion, I would say 80 to 90% likelihood that this may actually pass. We've seen the first stimulus check go through, and there is no question in doubt with our government leaders saying, okay, no one should get a stimulus check. We don't need a stimulus check. The only other argument here that exists is the fact that if we give out stimulus checks, it may decrease the incentive for people to go out here and work because unemployment benefits are already so high, and then you get stimulus checks on top of that, and people really don't have to work because their bellies are full, rent is covered for the month. Why would they go out? Why would they risk themselves to this pandemic? Why not just chill and have fun? And that is one argument to it, but I always try to err on the more positive and optimistic side that people do want to go back to work. People want to make their own money, and people don't want to be at home being lazy, not doing much. I feel like as human beings, I've said this multiple times on the channel too, we're naturally social beings. And although being lazy is something that many people may enjoy, a good majority of people want to work for their own money. And it's not even a matter of fact right now where stimulus checks are just completely preventing people and saying, okay, like you don't have to do work. It's just a form of relief. It's called a stimulus check. It's supposed to stimulate the economy and just allow people right now to have a little bit safe of a cushion, because people are actually struggling out here. People are fighting every single day in order to get food on the table, and that's really the whole point of that. Now, my question to you guys is, what do you think the approval odds of getting a new stimulus check would actually be? Based on evidence of where our unemployment rates are, which is estimated to be about 20 to 30%, and we do have to wait a couple weeks for us to see whether or not this trend is going up or down, because a lot of states are opening up. I don't expect unemployment rates to shoot back down to normal rates, to what it was even a few months ago before all this even started. So knowing that unemployment rates may actually be consistent for the next few months, it only makes sense for us to get stimulus checks. It only makes sense for government to send additional relief to the people. But look, hey, I don't know a thing, man. Who knows what I'm talking? I don't even know what I'm talking about sometimes. Look, my question to you guys is, what do you think the approval odds of getting a stimulus check is? Do you think it's maybe 50-50? Do you think it's 80%, 90% like I do? Or do you think it's completely 0%? There's absolutely no chance we're going to get any type of stimulus. Do you guys think something is going to get passed through, or do you believe that this is all jargon that the politicians are doing because it's election year? They want things to sound good, but their reality, they're just not going to do anything, and they're just going to send 1,800 plus pages of just time spent doing just stupid stuff. Okay. Now, in addition to that, I just want to say, guys, we just hit 100,000 subscribers. Thank you guys all so much. Literally, our sub count is now it's half credit card people and half new stimulus people. So, I feel like, I don't know, man, at 100,000 subs, although it's a monumental experience and I have no gripe about it. I think it's one of the greatest things to happen to someone. I actually had this like written down in my little law of attraction bullet journal I had back in the day. It was back there 2 years ago. I had it written down, and just looking back, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to be able to accomplish these goals, and it's a even better feeling just to be able to share this with people. I wasn't able to celebrate this like I had intended, but I still had an amazing time just celebrating that. But yeah, guys, thank you again for 100,000 subscribers. I just wanted to share my gratitude with you guys on that. It is seriously it's one of the best. It's seriously one of the biggest accomplishments I feel like I've done in this life, because I've been working so hard to achieve it. And although, these stimulus check videos definitely help because, we can be milking some of the content out here and getting some more. I get it. More eyeballs are on YouTube. I understand. But still, man, 100,000 subs to me, it's a big deal. I appreciate it. I love you guys. It is just Now, moving forward, I definitely did want to mention one other thing. This past weekend, there's been a lot of beef in the community. For you guys watching up until this point, chances are you guys watch Clearwater Tax and you guys watch Meet Kevin too. And there's been some beef stewing in I don't even know what's going. So earlier, I feel like the past few weeks, it was all fun and games, I poked the stick a bit, Meet Kevin copied a little bit, but then we made it, it's all good, my brother. The pie's big enough for all of us. I don't mind if you copy Graham. I don't care if you take my intro. Like, it's all good, my people. Rip off of me. Take my stuff. Take my ID. I don't care, man. To me, it's all fun and games. But I think to me, I'm shooting water guns. I'm shooting like a little water gun at these people. We're all having fun. I think they're shooting water guns back. But all of a sudden, we shooting cannons we shooting a 50 cal out here. I don't know what's going on, my brother. There's some real life drama. This was fake, fake. Okay. I thought it was funny, to have a little bit sense of laughter in the community, while everyone's out here getting sick and freaking, dying and stuff. It's crazy out here. Cause now this is like some real beef. Like clearly, I don't think people are playing no more. I think this is some real beef. So I know my boy, Clear Value, did a video, on a live stream, like mentioning, talking about Kev, and then Kev did his response video, and, I'm just out here, both sides. I like everyone. I don't think anyone's got some beef with me because, to me, I think a lot of people can see that it's like fun and games, but it's getting crazy out here, man. It's a war zone. So there is, what I suggest is we should have like a boxing match that's like live streamed. I think that would be cool. Clear Value was flexing that he was like a black belt taekwondo, like in his thing. Meet Kevin. I know he can be a little crazy sometimes. I feel like if that man goes full adrenaline mode, like ain't nobody stopping him, no matter like what degree black belt you have in taekwondo. So it's a matter of like crazy white man and like fierce Asian man. So it's like, boom, like who wouldn't want to pay money for that? I'll pay money to watch. I'll pay $100 to watch that. Yeah, that's entertaining. So that's my suggestion. I might make a full like other review video talking about the whole stimulus beef drama going up in here, because to me it's pretty entertaining. I feel like a lot of my audience who's watching this may feel the same way too. I know it's you're either Team Kevin now or Team Clear Value, and for the neutrals, for the people who like both parties, Team Jungie Nation, we welcome you. Join the Jungie fam, okay? We take no sides. We just enjoy, okay? We have our bubble tea. You know, we got our Korean barbecue. We just chilling out here, eating good. So, guys, I might make a video later this week talking about our two fellow hardworking men, both incredibly smart guys. It's sad that, you know, the beef has gotten serious, but, you know, if anyone's going to capitalize on it, it's going to be me. I'm just kidding. Or am I? So guys, that was my video on the stimulus check approval odds and what I believe the chances of that actually coming out are. Now, just as important as the stimulus checks are and just as important as the stimulus beef is, it's just as important for you guys to actually sign up for Webull. Down below in the description, don't forget to check that out. If you guys deposit $100, aka a Benjamin, there's a chance you can win 2 free stocks, and one of those stocks can be valued up to $1,400. I did not mean to do that. One of those stocks can be valued up to $1,400. Don't forget to check that down below. Free money. If you don't like it, I recommend just uninstalling, cashing it out, put it back in your bank account, do your thing. But that is my video right there, you guys. Thank you again for 100,000 subs. I got my OGs out here. If you guys have not yet followed me on Instagram, don't forget to do that. So guys, that was my video. Like always, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, my people.